In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the work drawing for the train body. So you're going to click on your plus sign in the bottom left-hand corner, and you're going to go to Create Drawing. This time, instead of using ANSI A inch, we're going to be using ANSI C inch. The difference between these two is size A paper is the size of one sheet of printer paper. And size C paper is the size of, basically if you had 4 pieces of printer paper taped together, that's how big it would be. If you don't see this, you can just click on ANSI and then show Onshape drawing templates, or you could just be in all and show drawing templates. If you've used size C before, it will automatically be here like it does on mine, but if not, again, you're just going to have to click here, wait a few seconds, it'll load up with all of them and just find ANSI C inch. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in my train body. So instead of placing the front view right here like I normally would, I'm going to place it more centered. The reason for that is we are going to place in a left side view here, our right side view, our top, and our isometric. And if you forgot how to place these in, once you place in your front view and then place the next one, you need to click back on the front view to place in the other 3 views that you need. Alright, so what you could do to back out of this tool is actually just click on Projected View tool, or you can press Escape on your keyboard. So from here, I want to add in a center mark for this portion right here that has been added in, and I want to add in a center mark for my train front end, well, what the end user would call the front end of the train. So this would be on the right side. Alright, so our next thing that we want to do is add in some of our dimensions. So for this, you're going to need to use the whole callout. If you don't see this one right here, whole thread callout, it's probably because your tools are smushed like mine are, and you need to find this little one that has like a 0, 1, 2, and then do the drop down menu and find it right there. So you'd have to go to the holes, and you'd bring out your information here. So we have the diameter and the depth for the hole. Same thing over here. And since all these ones over here are the same, what I can do is I can click on this. Oh, apparently I need to back out of the tool, so I hit Escape on the keyboard. Now I can click on that and scoot this over so you can see what I'm doing. So because all of these are the same, I could dimension each one individually, but it gets kind of messy when I do that. So instead, what I'm going to do is press space and then capital TYP. That stands for typical. So that lets me know that each of the ones over here that are placed in are the same size. So this one is the same diameter. Oh, this one is the same diameter and depth. Same with this one versus this one. Okay. So the other thing that we need to do, because that's all the holes that are placed in, we need to add in the information for our thread. Okay. So for this one, we can see that we have all this information here. So we have the diameter of what the hole would be for this portion right here, and then we also have our thread information. So in some programs, when you're doing this, it'll only show you this bottom row where you have the 1/4 inch, dash, threads per inch, and then through. This program shows you what the actual hole size is and the thread information in one. And because we have the same one on both, we can actually do the same thing here. So space TYP. And apparently when it adds it in over here, it just adds it to the bottom one. So that's totally fine. All right, we also need to make sure that we add in our shading. So show hide, show shaded. We need to show our hidden lines. All right. And when you add in your dimensions, because you're going to need quite a lot of them, you're going to need the size and location for holes that are drilled into your part. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So the size of it would be the diameter and the depth, and then the location would be something like this. So this lets me know it's 1 inch from this edge. And you want to make sure you get the center mark of it. The reason for that is when you're dimensioning holes that are drilled into your part, you want to get it from the center of the hole. All right, and then you want to make sure that this is centered in between your dimension line, and same with this one. If there isn't enough room, I'm just going to move this off to the side as an example. If there isn't enough room in the middle, you're going to move it to the side. But this one happens to have enough room. So I can place it right there. And just so you know, if you're having issues kind of moving this around, what you can do is do like a zoom to fit or zoom to window, zoom to sheet. All I did was right click to get this to pop up. So I'm going to zoom to sheet. So besides all the dimensions you're going to need to add in, and then also don't forget about your center lines. You could use 2-point center line or edge to edge center line for wherever you need your center lines. You're also going to need to fill in your title block. All right, so don't forget to do that. So from here, you're going to add in whatever dimensions you think you need, and again, title block, and you might possibly also want to change where it says drawing 2 in my case to whatever makes sense for yours. So you could put train body or maybe work drawing part 1, something like that. All right. Okay. Oh, one last little piece that I want to add in that I just realized that I didn't say. For a whole note, or not whole note, you're going to want to put in a note for the information that is right here. So you're going to just type in, I'm not going to do this right now, but you type in note, round all edges, R, capital R, 0.1, except for drilled holes. You could put that over in this little section over here. That'll be a lot easier to put in than going through and trying to dimension every single round that was placed in. So all the pieces that you added in with the fillet tool, it'll just make it very messy if you try to add it in all separately. So don't forget about that little bit. All right, good luck.